Okay, now let's have some fun. We're going to open up Portable Apps. And then in Portable Apps, we're going to right-click on the Android SDK and then run it as administrator. This is extremely important. You need to run it as admin. It's checking for updates right now. Once it's done, we're going to want to go up to Tools and then the Android Virtual Device. Now let's go to Tools, and then we're going to go into the Virtual Devices. Once we're in Virtual Devices, you can see there's already one built in here. So at this point, we'll go ahead and left-click on Start, and then left-click on Launch. One thing I do have to mention in advance, this process takes a while. So just like anything else, get used to waiting. Now that the system started up, we're going to unlock the virtual phone, and then we're going to go into the Applications area. The program or app that we're going to target is the IWC Cyber Secrets program. Let's open it up just to have a look at it. You can see at the very top it says IWC Cyber Secrets, and it's going to a web page with all the videos. Now we've reopened the apps area so you can take a look at the IWC Cyber Secrets. Now we're going to open up the Portable Apps. The Portable Apps has several items in it, and in the Documents area there's a preset folder with Android content, including the apps. There's some customized scripts in the apps that run through the command line. Whenever you run a lot of these attack tools, unfortunately you do have to run them as admin. So go into whatever command line that you're going to use as admin. Once you're an admin, we're going to go directly into that folder, the Android/apps. Now that we're in apps, there's a few programs that we've actually built into here that will help us look at things. But right now, we're going to do the ADB devices to see what's running. And this is the quote-unquote phone with a virtual device. Now, we're going to do a shell and then list a lot of the data. And in the /data/apps folder is where the programs are. What I like to do is dump it to a text file so we can look at it later. Now we're going to open up through Notepad that apps.txt that we just created. Now this is a list of all the programs. And as you can see at the very bottom, there's the Cyber Secrets program, or the APK. This is the name that we're going to want to focus on. So at this point, we're going to pretend that trying to steal the program off the phone. So we're going to do an ADB pull and then the name of the application. Sometimes I type very slowly. So now that we pulled the data over that APK folder, it does say it doesn't exist, but it does help when you get the path right. Just going to type it in one more time, ADB pull space /data/apps, and then the program name. Again, I'm lazy, I type slow, so I'm pasting it in. So at this point, we should be pulling over the file. Go to Enter, and as you can see in the background, the program did copy over. Now here's the fun part, the really cool part. We're going to actually take that application and rip it apart. This APK tool bat, we're decompiling or decompressing it, and then it's going to create a new folder. This new folder is going to have \smalley code. That means it's humanly editable, humanly readable. Once it's torn apart, later on, we're going to bring it back together. Now that we ripped it apart, we're going to go into the folder and take a look at some of the content. For example, make sure you pay attention to the folder structure. This right here, these are strings that are in the program. That IWC Cyber Secrets, we're going to change it. Going to delete that specific string. You got hacked. we do need to take that first character off. Now that it says you got hacked, we'll go ahead and save this file and then exit out. So this strings has a lot of the basic string text that are in the applications. Now we're going into the small a folder and into the actual code area. It's the IWC Cyber Secrets. And main activities, the folder or the file that we actually want to look at, we scroll down and we're going to see a WebKit setting, that informationwarfarecenter.com/cybersecrets.html. We're going to go and change that and point it to another website. Let's pick Google. Go and file and save it. So at this point, we've effectively hacked the application. So we can go back to the main folder. Now in command line, here's a program that actually recompiled and built using several other applications. And what we're going to do is basically a single command to be able to grab that entire file, entire folder structure, and make it into an APK that's installable. As you can see, it's the APK tools. The first parameter is going to be the folder. The second parameter is going to be the new file name that we're going to create into it. It could be the same file name that we downloaded from the application. It's always good to keep the same names, but for this purpose, we're going to change the name. And then after we recompile it, as you can see, it's going to assign it with a key. Then it's going to recompress the data and recompress it with the signed content. Then it's going to delete the garbage file. And then the cool part about this is once it does that, then it's going to have the ability to upload it to the phone. So right here's where it pauses. And then it does an install of that specific file. So I'm going to close out of this window. Back to the command line. Now we're going to make sure we have the file name or the program name correct, because we're going to have to get rid of it. So you see com.iwccybersecrets-1.apk. Sometimes the 1 is a misleader, which means sometimes the 1 gets tacked on when it's doing the install, but that's not the actual name in the manifest. So we're going to try to automate this process. It does help quite a bit when you do ABD, not ADB. So now we'll run the batch file with the folder name and the new file name. As you notice, this audio is after the fact, and it should be ADB and not ABD. That way it didn't automatically uninstall the program from the phone. But at this point, it is creating the content. So now, you can see the application that was just created. And that's how it should have been. ADB uninstall the application. You see in the left-hand side, the application should disappear. Now we can run the script again. It's going to recreate that signed file, and then it's going to automatically install it. And sometimes takes a couple minutes. Now it's paused, we hit enter, and now it's going to the install. If you look on the left-hand side, in a second it should pop up. There we go. The program that used to say IWC Cyber Secrets now says you got hacked. We're going to go and open it. And now it no longer goes to the right web page. It's now going to Google. This is how easy it is to hack these Android applications. The app just got hacked. If you'd like to learn more about advanced information security, InfoSec Institute is a great resource at infosecinstitute.com.